Hello, this is LordUg. Yes, it is. Welcome to, well, a kind of looking back video. Because today is a special day. It's the 24th of February 2020, which is my 9-year anniversary of what I class as the first day I started doing videos for YouTube. Now, it isn't the first day, this isn't the kind of creation of my channel. My channel goes back a little bit further than that. In fact, I'll show you when my channel was created. So this is my channel, as you can see, and if you look, it says there that the channel was created in 2007. So it was actually created 13 years. Well, not quite 13 years. Yeah, I mean we're in 2020, but it was that was in October. So, but it was created in 2007. Then 2 years later, I did actually upload a video onto YouTube. I don't class it as my. It was the first video, but I was kind of just playing about. In fact, to be honest with you, there'd been other videos. It's just you never saw them. Nobody ever did. I've got the videos. They're in my collection, because every video I've ever done. I know this is sad, but I've kept a copy of every video I've ever done. Well, just about every video. There's been odd one that I've deleted and I haven't got, but a lot of them I've got, and I think I've got the first ones I ever did. But what I did was, I didn't realise, and it was me and my friend Fergus, we had a Minecraft server that we were running. We were going to allow people on, and we started to build a world up. I built this big maze that people could go around, and I did some kind of art. I did like a bowl of fruit, and Fergus built a big ship and everything, and it looked amazing. But I did a video of going round it, showing what it looked like. But the problem was, I didn't understand copyright at that time, and I had Metallica's Enter Sandman in the back playing in the background, so it got taken down. It got basically made so it couldn't be seen in basically any country. So I ended up taking it down. It never got back up. I'll see if I can. I might actually re-upload it one day and actually put different music to it so they can. Because I didn't realise then about all the getting rid of this, doing this. Now I didn't understand any of it back then, but I understand it now. So I might, if I can find it, I'll have a look, and if I can find it, I might re-upload it and show it you, because it was a long time ago. Then in 2009, I think it was, I did a video of Carrie, who was Earthbabe on YouTube. She did some videos with me. You can find them on my channel in places. You see some Minecraft videos, and there was one of her having a little sing and a dance. In fact, I'll show it you. Here it is. Yeah, performer. Make you forget for the rest. So as you can see, she was into that. That was 2009. But again, I don't class that as my first official video. My first official video was done on the 24th, as I said, the 24th of February 2020. And it was a gravity trap that I'd built on Minecraft. By now I'd been playing Minecraft a while, because I started playing Minecraft while it was beta still, so it was a long time. And so I started on this world, the world that would eventually become Monsters Monument, the world that Monsters Monument was on. But this is earlier than Monsters Monument. This is before it was built up. So I'll show you a bit of that video. This was the first official gaming video I ever did on YouTube. I'm not going to show you all, just a clip.
Okay, and what we do is we flick the switch, and this was the fun part. Woo! There you go. Ah, mobs behind push out the mobs in the front, and it just continues. The skeletons will still try and shoot you. See? Missed again. Spiders. Nothing survives. It's something a little different, which I quite like.
So there you go. That was my gravity trap. I was so proud of that thing because it worked so well. It did, honestly. It had this thing where, I mean, if I remember right, in early days, though, the spawn rate was quite high, but it was mad. On some days, it's like once I opened them doors, it'd literally just pour out like water, and like after about like a minute, I'd have to close the door and go and clear it all up because it was so much. It was mad, and I was so proud of that. It was crazy. I'm proud of it. But as you can see, I did not understand redstone wire. So I did this thing where I had this very elaborate, like snaky kind of thing going with blocks, and I just did one long line of redstone wire, and in end I realised, I found out that you could just basically put all the blocks on top of each other as long as you separated them with a redstone torch in between. The first one would be on, then off, then on, then off, then on, then off, between every block. And that worked the same. So eventually, I actually cleaned all that up, all them blocks away, and just rebuilt it with two rows of blocks going straight up. And then they connected to the doors. But I was so proud of that, and that was my first official YouTube video. Yeah, it brings back memories. And I look back now. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a, thinking back type thing. I think back now, and I wouldn't change a thing. There were some good and bad times. I mean, though, I remember people who I went through a stage where I used to help people who had hardly any subscribers, and I had a few thousand, and I was never really big on making it big. People say you shouldn't be on YouTube if you don't. No. It should be a case of you shouldn't be on YouTube if you don't want to make it big, because it can be a hobby. To some people, it is really just a hobby. And me, I'm quite a solitary person. I'm not much about being in the spotlight. Never really have been. So I'm happy to just do videos in the background. So it was a hobby for me. So I looked out on the video I did, and I ended up getting a few thousand subscribers. And so what I used to do then is, if I found somebody who I thought were really good, and they only had like a couple hundred subscribers, I'd go and give them a shout out. I'd go to their channel, do a video on their channel, everything I could do to get them a shout out. And they were grateful until they got enough subscribers. Then usually they'd disappear. There was one who actually was quite a biggish YouTuber, but he had to leave YouTube for a while and deleted his channel. So when he came back, he had no subscribers. So I helped him build up. And then once when he got like a few thousand above me, then he never spoke to me again. So that weren't good. And then of course there's all them that were always remembered, that what you did for them and things like that, and talking about you, and so there were good and bad times. And then of course Don't Starve became a big thing at one time, and I jumped onto that, and I became quite big into that, and that's when I met Mr. GMView. He was this guy who was 60 years old, and he played that game like it was amazing at it. Like he'd like download four videos a day on it. He forgot more than I knew, but we always wanted to play the game together because we used to talk on Steam, in chat box on Steam, having ideas of what we could do with Don't Starve. And sometimes I'd take an idea off him, and he'd take an idea off me, or he'd see something I did, and then he'd do something similar but put his twist on it. Like I did a cooking with LordUg, and he wanted to do something similar but change it. And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And he'd do the same. I'd see something he did, and I said, can I do this? Be like, yeah, go for it. So, and then we always wanted to play together. And Clay, who made Don't Starve, said, no, we're never going to do a 2-player version. Well then, unfortunately, Mr. GMU passed away. Oh, that was a hard time. I did a video on it where I said goodbye to him and that, and told anybody who didn't know that he passed away. Oh, I miss that guy. Still do. I've never played Don't Starve really as heartfelt as I did when he was alive. When he was alive, it was I so wanted to do a good job because he'd look at what I did and he'd comment on it and give me some feedback. So I used to make a really big effort. But once he died, I don't know, it just took some of the game out of it for me. I just never really went back. Not with the passion that I used to. I tried to go back, but I just never really got into it again. It was crazy. So yeah, he passed away, and that was a shame. And then not long after, I say not long, about a year or two later, they did Don't Starve together, where they actually did let people play it together. So yeah, if it had lived, me and him would have been partnering up on Don't Starve, which would have been amazing. But that's how it works. I met some other really good people along the way. In Minecraft, I met a few. I remember this one guy called LordUg. He was amazing Minecraft player. He had his own server and everything, he did. And he was going to release his own game, and it looked really good. It was something like the Aegis project or something like that. And it fell through, but it looked so good. It was a shame it fell through. But I guess that's how things are. How things happen in the world of gaming. But yeah, it was a shame because it looked really good. And just so many things, so many memories. I wouldn't change them, even the bad. And there's been a few bad, but there's been a lot of good, And how I look at things now, I kind of worry a little bit. This is going to sound a bit like I'm preaching, but I don't know. I just look at a lot of these YouTubers around now were new when I started. Some of them started before I did, but they were still new. And some of them weren't even started when I started. So, but I kind of see the way YouTube was then and how it is now. And there's so many things that have come in now to try and combat this and stop this, and it's made it so it's like trying to juggle with a straitjacket on. It's not easy, and I'm not going to say that I don't understand it. I do understand why a lot of these things have been brought in and happen and that, but I don't know. It still feels a little bit like it's using a cannon to kind of kill a fly. It's like you could just use a bit of fly spray and that'd do it. But I feel that YouTube's using a cannon to kill a fly, and it's a bit overkill, and it can be a bit much. It really can. I think things could have been done easier than it was. So yeah, but still, that's. I just really wanted to make a little bit of a video and just kind of talk about this. I've never really done that. I see people who do like these vlog videos where they just sit and talk about the thoughts and the feelings, and I don't understand it, me. It's like, I always think, who'd be interested in just listening to your thoughts on something? But then I remember I used to do, I did a Minecraft series called Chilling and Chatting, and in them some people would give me some questions or ask my advice on something. And I used to give my advice on something, just walk around this my chilling, because I had two worlds. I had my Monsters Monument world and my Chilling and Chatting world. And I remember I used to just walk around my Chilling and Chatting world doing things on that while giving advice on things and that. And so I don't know, maybe they would have. I just never really thought people cared enough about my opinion, so I never really sat and did a little talk like this. And people have got such a short attention these days. They love a TLDR. They want everything delivered in like 3 words, or they lose interest. And 95% of people haven't read a book. And all this kind of thing. And I'm not trying to insult people, but it is what it is. And it's like you see these people at times, they've got such a low attention deficit. I remember I did a video a while ago, and I did this intro, and this intro was about 2 minutes long. And somebody, basically put video starts at 2 minutes, whatever that my intro was, and I felt like saying, well, no, the video started at 0. It's just you haven't got the attention to listen to it from the start. And it's like, no, I'm sorry, but no, the video started at 0 when I said hello, this is LordUg. That's when the video started, not when the intro was over. It's my video. I've got every right to speak as long as I want on it. If you can't take that, don't watch it. It don't bother me. But it is what it is. It's just people have got such a short attention span these days. Everything's like, oh my god, somebody's wrote 2 lines of writing. TLDR, please, TLDR. And it's like, I don't. Try having a bit of patience and reading for a change. It's good for your brain. Not everything has to be consumed by visual only, like, just pictures blaring at you. Sometimes it's nice to have a little read about things or show some patience for things. It's not that bad. So, yeah, I think that's kind of bled over into YouTube as well. Yeah, it feels like everything is almost, let's deliver it quickly. It's like, and content, I find people don't do justice to content. And, like for me, people used to ask me, when I had more people watching, people asked me why I didn't edit my videos much, and it's because I'm playing the game that somebody created. They're allowing me to play it. I find it quite rude to then cut big chunks out so I can just do a video where I'm joking, cracking jokes about the game, and basically not showing any of its features off. All I want to do is make me look good. Because I see that a lot with YouTubers. They'll say, I'm going to look at this game. And then they'll put it on and massive cuts are in it. And only things you see are parts where they're cracking jokes, or where the YouTubers cracking jokes, or things like that. And it's obviously that's done to make them look good, not to shine a light on the game. But you're playing this developer's game, so at least be respectful of that, and do some justice to it. And I don't like that, but that's how it is these days. People just want this short, choppy stuff with big edits in, and put this here, this here, this here, and then throw a few memes in middle and things like that. And it's like, but that spoils the game. I suppose I'm looking at it as an old-fashioned way, but it does. It's like if you let me have a look at something, and I'm going to show somebody else it, I'm going to show it to them fully. I'm not going to crack a few jokes and take it away. It's like, I think that's the point of what we do. If we are gaming commentators, though those that class themselves as game commentators, they should be doing justice to the games. Or they're not game commentators. They're just these YouTube creators. I suppose we're all YouTube creators in that way. But yeah, I class myself as a gaming commentator as well, because I give my opinions and my thoughts on games, and I play them and try and show them off in the best light I can. And I think that sometimes to do that, you've just got to let it shine on its own. If a game can't shine on its own, I've just started doing a series of videos called The First Hour. And if a game can't shine on its own, then people shouldn't be playing it. So I like to have a game play, usually in the background or as I'm playing it, and I'll just let it play as unedited as possible, without, so that people can see if it shines on its own or not. So it's just how I feel of it. It's like face cam. People make such a big deal about face cam. And personally, I find it a distraction. It's just some person doing over-embellished faces and reactions to something that, no. It's like when you see a thumbnail and they look, and it's like a game that's, say, scary. They'll have this wide-eyed, terrified look. Or if it's angry, they'll have this really angry face with a grimacing and that. And if it's funny, you'll see them in middle after. And in reality, they're not even doing that. I don't know if you've ever seen a video where somebody actually says before they shoot the video, oh, we're there, got to do the thumbnail. And they'll actually stand there and, they've got to look shocked at something, and they'll be looking at whatever they're looking shocked at, and they'll do a big wide-eyed, shocked face. They don't feel shocked. They're just taking a picture of it. So when you see them on the thumbnail looking scared because they're playing a scared game, they weren't scared when they took that picture. They took that picture and then regurgitate that same picture over the next 50 videos they do that's about fear. And then they'll do another picture then and regurgitate it. Just take a look. Not everybody, admittedly some don't, but you just take a look at some people's videos, thumbnails, and you'll see the same face used again and 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 again. That's what they do. They just use the same picture, regurgitate it, then after a while they'll do another one and then start regurgitating that one. And I think what it is that for me, I find it a distraction. If I'm watching a game and I want to know what the game's about, I find some person in the corner of the screen bouncing about or doing these over embellished reactions to things that really, like something will go off on the screen that isn't that scary, but they'll almost act like they've had a heart attack, and it's like just too much. And I find it distracts me from the game. I've watched people who do face cam, and then sometimes they'll do a series or a game, whatever, where they don't use it. And I always prefer it when they don't use it, because I can watch the game, I can concentrate on the game, okay? And then that makes me realise whether I want to play it, whether it's the kind of thing I'm going to enjoy. If it is, then great. If it isn't, then, I need to know. And that's another thing coming back to editing. Why would I edit out all the boring parts and let you only see the good parts? Consider this. You're thinking of buying a game. It's a brand new game, right? And it's quite expensive. You know how expensive games can be when they come out. And you watch me play it, and all you see is really fun, great, parts that are very enjoyable. And it's always action, action, action. You're like, wow, this game's got a lot of action in it. Now, what you might not see is, I might have 45 minutes of talking to read through, or 45 minutes of preparation, or 45 minutes of something that's boring before the actual fight happens, or the actual, action-packed thing happens. But what I do is, I cut out all that boring stuff. So all you're seeing is action, 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 action. How is that not lying to you? And then what do? You're like, this game's amazing, it's full of action. So you go run into the store, whatever, you buy it, you put your money down, you pay it, and then you run back, you put it in, and then next minute you're having to go through 45 minutes of talking. And you're going to be sat there saying, well, this is the most boring crap I've ever seen in my life. And you're going to then look at me like I didn't do my job properly because I only showed you action, action, action. So I don't like that. I want you to see the good and the bad, the boring as well. Yeah, it's putting you through it, but if I don't put you through it, the game will. And what would you rather have? Me put you through it for free, just watching me do it, or you go ahead, spend your hard-earned money or whatever, and then find it's not very good. There's loads of boring parts in it that you didn't know. I know one's lying to you, so I like to be honest. And like I say, I could do face cam, of course I could. After all these years, I know how to do it, but I don't need to do it because I just find it a distraction. You're not going to have a face cam when you're playing it. You can pull whatever over embellished faces you want, but I just think that I want to sell the game, and so yeah, I think that's why I don't do. That's why I don't do face cam, and it goes back to editing again. I just that's why I don't edit a lot. I just like everything to be as close to how you'll see it and how you'll experience it as possible. And in that way, at least in that way, I feel I'm being honest. And if it comes to how I look, as I've said before, there is a video out there of me where there's a picture of me in it. I put a picture of myself in one of my videos. So I've often said that, and it's still there. I've checked. Now it's not easy to find. It's hard to find, but I can find it, and so it's there. But I just don't think I need to be there with these over embellished faces trying to make out that I'm feeling something I'm not. I can't help it. Maybe that's my downfall. Maybe because I can't do that. Maybe that's why I fail in some respects. I mean, not everybody does it. There are some people who do face cam who honestly just do the face cam. They don't over embellish things, and those I can watch, and those are okay. But I just, that it's just not me. It's just not me. I just like to see the game and let the game sell itself to me or fail. I don't have to have big cutouts in a game and watch only action parts. I don't mind watching the boring stuff because I know I either watch it on the video or I experience it if I buy it. And that in that there's some kind of honesty. So that's why I do it. Anyway, I think I've gone on long enough. I've got this to edit. It's actually late now on the 24th, so it will be the 25th when this is uploaded and put on. So it will be a year and it will be 9 years in a day. But hey, at least it counts. Now, if you've sat through this, you're amazing. I don't expect you to have, because trust me, this was just a lot of talking with my logo in the background, or maybe a bit of music talking in there. I haven't decided yet, but I can understand if you found it very boring, and I'm sorry. But I see people do these vlogs or whatever and talk all the time, and I always tell myself nobody wants to hear what I have to say, so I never did them. But hey, why not? At least that's my opinion out there, even for just me. If nobody else wants to hear it, fine, but at least my opinion's out there, and if, you know, one day somebody listens to something that I say and it helps, then so be it. So I might do more of these, not necessarily about any topic in particular, unless it's, well, it will be about a topic that I want to talk about. It won't be very often. I don't want to bore people, but I will. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, thank you. Thank you for listening, and I want to say thank you to all the people, all the people who have subscribed in the past. Even if you've left me and you're not subscribed anymore, I don't mind. I don't. I am fortunate that you ever came and you ever stopped on my videos and you watched my videos, and if you enjoyed them or gave me a positive feedback or comment, then I am very fortunate and I'm very grateful, and thank you very much for all that. It's been amazing. You know, like I said, I would not swap 95% of it, because that 95% made me feel special, and that's something that you managed to do by being there, watching my videos, commenting, you know, or supporting in any way, and I'm grateful. So thank you. I'm not going to say here's to the next 9 years. I'm not doing 18 years in this game, absolutely not. I'm old enough that I'm young enough that I can still do another 9 years easy, but it's like I'm not going to be doing another 9 years. So I won't say here's to the next 9 years, but I will say here's to the next so many years, because I'm still going to be in this, because I am getting fibre. I'm getting like wired fibre as well, so the kind that's really stable. Yeah, you wait, Accurise. We're all over some games after that. Anyway, that's another story. I'll get onto that some other time. But the point is, I'm going to be on it. So there's going to be probably at least another year or two to come, and hopefully you'll enjoy what you see, enjoy the content, and maybe stop on by every so often, and drop a like and a comment and things like that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You take really good care. I do love you all, and goodbye for now, my friend.